welcome to episode... Is it 22? Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 22, Light in the Dark. So, let's just hand it over to you guys first. You guys got announcements or
We do.
what have you?
Who wants to take it away?
Where should we start? Do you want to start with the advantage dice?
Yes.
Alright. So, as always, every week we do a little contest for which of us will get an advantage dice. So we have a nice little Oscar statuette over here. And that is to represent getting a... Basically, it's a reroll for anything, and it also adds 10 to your reroll. So it's pretty much an automatic, hopefully, crossed fingers, win on a roll that we can use at any time. And we do that by having you guys hashtag D20babes with an S on Twitter and tell us your favorite moment of the night. And whoever did that cool thing or said that awesome, funny, hilarious thing, they will get the advantage dice for the next week. So we're going to announce who the winner is for last week.
So technically you can keep us alive. No pressure. No
Yeah.
pressure.
Or the GM, you can help his NPCs as well.
Yeah, that went really well last time.
Yeah, that was great. So, honorable mention from last week is at XOSobX. So, follow him on Twitter as well. That's his handle. It's at XOSAABY. Is it or X?
I think that's an X.
Oh, sorry, X. Sorry. And it was the thing that you mentioned was D20 babes. Petunia being jealous of Millar's plus 20 to Schniff.
Yes. Didn't even have to roll.
Nope. Automatic
Unreal.
successes on sniff checks.
I actually am really jealous, so he picked up on me turning green. I was like, I was really, really jealous of that.
So we award it to Petunia!
Yay!
And then there is one other way that you guys can help keep us alive during the games, and that is with these wonderful little potions. So what we are doing for that is by donation. So if you scroll down into our About Us section, at the very bottom there is a section where it says donate. And you can donate $20 just one time. That gets you a membership to our game. So when you do that, you get to choose what race, what class, and where in Faerun you want to be, and then you are a character in our game, an NPC. So if you were to buy a potion, like one of these health potions or something like that, you can give that to one of our characters along with a little note that is from your NPC character. But if you aren't a member, they're just regular potions, so you can always send a donation for those. It just means that the message that you send is addressed to us, the players, as opposed to our characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can donate at any time, and it'll pop up on the screen, and you don't even have to donate the $10 for a potion. If you just wanted to, send in $2 to have something said on the screen during the game that you think would be hilarious, you can do that at any point.
Yeah. But there's a full description too. If you go on, you probably can see it right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
At the bottom.
We're keeping a tally too of our potions back here, so we can see.
So we can see. You guys
Yeah,
can't
so-
see, but we can see.
So we don't have a table full of potions here.
These are
yeah.
samples.
Our samples, yeah.
And that is it for donations
Okay.
and announcements.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys ready?
No. We're never ready.
That crow that's out the window is definitely ready.
Yeah, that
Definitely
crow's
ominous.
That crow was very excited about this game.
Wow.
Okay. Alright, so we left off. We'll do a quick summary of the last episode. The last episode, they met up with Scout and Maven Olive, who is now just Olive. She's left the Kindred Spirits, and it seemed that Scout had a few secrets of his own, that he was actually the son of Sylvanus and a half-brother of Millar, and that it was him that had slain Millar all that 1,000 years ago, and said that Millar had gone down a very similar path previously, and he's going on the same path again, and that he needs to be destroyed before things get out of control. While they were out there, Millar found their camp, and there was a showdown, and Millar, who had sort of appointed the 4 women lieutenants or advisors to his movement, told them they had to make a choice, and they did. They ran. And to their knowledge, they left Olive and Scout behind to die. Fortunately, Rin was able to pull them through the shadow plane and bring them to safety in Red Rock, which is where we kind of left things off. Van Tyler, wife of Striella, got quiet and went into the woods, and Striella followed only to see her be embraced by Leah and pulled into shadows and disappeared. And that's where we left last episode. So we are going to continue on from there. Before we do that, I gotta make sure this actually works this time and it's not too loud. The crow makes it extra cool.
Mm-hmm. Seems like it's part of the music.
So it's the two of you now, just Petunia and Alex, who are Shriella's left, and all of a sudden you see that crackle of lightning happen again, straight above you in the trees as you're out in the woods, waiting for your friends to return. And that same arcs of electricity cuts through the trees and forms that portal above you. And you see feet start to lower down once again and drop from the sky above you, and a form appears out of this electrical portal. And this is what you see again, as this crazy-eyed, smoky-eyed woman drops to the ground and her feet come to a rest, and she blinks and her eyes stop smoking and they go clear again. And she looks at the two of you. Hold on a second here. She goes in, she opens up, just between her armpit, there's a little portal that opens up, and she reaches into it and pulls out a scroll and reads it. Alright, well I have some deliveries here for you. Again, if you don't remember, I was here not so long ago. I am Stara, and I am the intergalactic intrepid adventurer, and I'm here for some deliveries. I have one for you, Alex, I believe. And she goes in and she pulls out a potion and hands it across to you. And I also have one here for Van Tyler, but she doesn't appear to be here right now. So I guess it would just fall to next of kin, which I have listed here as Striella. So just make sure this gets to her, please. And she hands it to one of you, I guess to Petunia. And that is it. She starts to close up her bag and she starts to put the scroll back in, and she closes up her arm. And she starts to rise up to the ground as the electricity takes her body and starts to lift her up into the sky. And she disappears.
I don't think this is for me. I think you should have. You're the next of kin.
She's not here.
She's not here.
Oh,
She says to give it to her
that's
when
right.
you see her.
Oh.
What she next weekend? We'll just give it to Van when she gets back. She's only taking a lot. Hey,
I'm confused by that lady a lot.
Can you? This writing's really messy. Can you read this for me? I figure you're probably better with messy writing.
Yeah, I it's the gnome thing. It says, Alex, shadows are not masks' sole domain. Be mindful of where you and your followers step. From Neferin Ilrath? He's got an assassin rogue stamp. And it's also stamped with something kind of looks like a thieves' cant symbol.
Oh,
But I don't really know. Does that mean something to you?
Yeah, just yeah. Thanks.
I don't know. I'm really weirded out by this one for Van, next of kin. That maybe it's her brother. Maybe it's why didn't you just write for her brother?
I mean, we'll just give it to Anne when she gets here.
Let's get it to her. She'll know.
So you are standing, Shriela, you are standing in the woods still. This is moments after she's disappeared. And you've waited, maybe thinking that this is all kind of some weird circumstance that will change, that fates will change, and that she'll come back. But she doesn't. The woods are eerily quiet. What do you do?
I'm really sorry. I was so mad at you. I'll try harder. I know you've led a life before me. Just... Can you not leave me? Because I don't think I can do this without you. Van? I'm just gonna keep talking because I think maybe you can hear me.
There's no answer. It feels quieter than probably anything's ever felt in your life without her at your side. And I want both of you guys to make perception checks. You both hear just absolute pained wail of sadness come from the woods not far behind you. And you know it's Shriela. Something bad has happened.
Let's go.
Yeah, Shriela, we gotta go. And then I'm running.
Okay.
I run towards
You
towards
run
the noise.
and you see Shriela standing, just you can see her shadowed outline in the distance, and she's standing and you can hear her talking, calling to band. And she's alone. There's no one else there.
Shriela, what's wrong? What's going on?
She's gone.
What do you mean? What's going on?
She just left me.
Where's Van?
She... I don't think it was Leah, but it was a ghost. Leah reached out to her and took her away.
I'm gonna start looking around for tracks, see where she left. Like,
Sure, you can make a survival check.
What do you mean? Leo was here?
I don't think it was her. I think
4? No, you can't. You're looking, and all of a sudden this feeling hits you. Van is gone, and it's not even just Shriela's sadness, but you've known this person for a long part of your life, and you sense that she's not just gone, but there's nothing left. You have this sense that she's just not here anymore.
Where did she go? Did she say anything?
she said it'll be okay.
Did she say goodbye?
She said it's okay. And that she loved me, but I don't know why she was looking.
She went with her? She wanted to go with her?
I thought it was a trick, like someone trying to pretend to be Leah, and so I was calling out to her that it's a trap and that it's not Leah, and she said it was okay. She seemed completely resolved.
Where did they go?
I don't know.
Well, did they walk away? How did they?
No, the moment that Leah held on to her, she just like disappeared in smoke. And it wasn't like she traveled somewhere. Like,
she's gone.
And you can sense things. You talked to ghosts before. Can you talk to Leah? Did you sense her?
I don't think it was her.
Where did they?
Can I roll perception on that, I guess?
Sure.
Maybe I don't know. 20.
So what are you looking for?
I don't believe that it's Ghost Leah,
Okay.
and so I'm trying to feel if it was a real ghost or if it was something pretending to be a ghost.
What was your total perception? 22?
20.
20. So you're just... Alex is standing there looking a bit in shock, and you start to look around looking for an answer to something, what happened here. And when you look around, you're trying to see maybe, like, thinking about the events that happened. It happened so quick, but you're looking around everywhere just desperate for some kind of answer. And you notice one thing, right? The place that she was pulled into shadow and disappeared, you notice a single black feather left behind.
This is strange.
Can I go take a look at the feather?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do perception. And a sniff.
Okay.
See if I can, if it seems familiar, if I can place that smell. 20.
It just triggers one memory in your mind that feather reminds you of when you last saw Varel, Van's mother.
This smells like a fiend. This smells like Mega Witch. I know who this is. Who did this?
Who?
Her mother.
Why was she so calm? It's like she knew.
She chose to go. She didn't fight. Maybe her mom threatened. Maybe it was her or you. Maybe her mom was threatening to kill us.
Yeah, but she should have at least talked to me about it.
Yeah, this doesn't seem normal.
No, it seems exactly like what she'd do. I mean, if you're right,
I know she would. I know she would.
she wouldn't have told you. Because look at you. You would have done something. You would have stood by her. And I don't think that that's what she wanted.
She wouldn't sacrifice us. She's a pretty secretive too.
Give her that.
I do know that.
Do you think that she's okay?
Oh, I don't feel her at all. It's the hard part, and you know, even if she wasn't here, I wish I could at least feel her. Because when we're separated, I can still feel her. But even when I'm a tiger or when I can't control myself, I still feel her. And for the first time, I don't feel her. What about you? I mean, you study, you follow mask. Is there something that you can do that you know of that would...
Maybe there's... I'm trying to think if there's anything that Varel could have done to act like Leah or to trick Van in some way, but part of me just thinks that maybe it wasn't a trick. I really do think she knew what she was doing. To figure out where she would have gone.
She must have used a way to get to leave. It sounds like she went into the shadows. I know someone that can tell us if they've traveled there.
Right, that would make sense, right? If she went to the shadows, I couldn't feel her.
Yeah, she's in some sort of other domain or something. I mean, like, you've been in this realm of shadows. Do you feel like you noticed anybody around, or was it just you in there?
No, I could sense people there that were in there too. When Leah went there, I was able to bring her back. Her soul or whatever, her ghost, something was there, and I was able to bring her back.
Well, did you feel this time we went? When we went with Rin, did you feel anything?
There's so many people around. No, and it didn't feel sharp either. So this time I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I know someone that will know who's traveled through. But maybe Van will come back. Maybe she just went away for like half an hour.
Very sweet of you too. I really hope you're right.
Me too. I don't know why she'd use Leah though. I don't know.
Well, if it really is Pharrell, then that was a cool trick to hurt me.
She's such a bitch. I hope that's okay.
I hope she's okay too.
You guys hear movement coming through the woods, and you turn and you can see that Rin is standing there. She's about 30 feet away, and she's driving a motorcycle, apparently.
It's like the best image.
It's all of her armor and
She's so awesome.
She's
so cool.
They don't even exist in
I
this
said,
universe,
where'd you
but
get
she's
that?
got
What is
one.
that?
She's traveling around in the shadow realm.
Picking up motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a sec here. She's standing there. I just gotta make an adjustment on the mic. Apparently I put it too loud now. I can never win.
Sorry, guys.
We've got whispers, we've got yells, and we've got Rins on motorcycles. Let's just go down a bit here. There we go. I think that should be better. Okay. So she's standing there, and I found some imagery that for everyone that maybe is only recently joined us and hasn't caught up. She's standing there. This is what she looks like, give or take. You have to use your imagination a little bit, but that's what she looks like, and she's got not a duck on her shield, but she's got the symbol of Shar, which is it's a circle with half white and half black, and her armor is more silverish, but you get the idea. She's a giant armored woman, and she's standing there. What's happened?
Can you take us to Shar? Can you take us to the temple?
Yes, but there's an issue that we have. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't bring you here just to see you again. I need your help.
Okay. You helped us.
It's a conversation for when we get back to town, but things are very interesting, and times are changing. And I'm learning a lot every day, but there's a lot that I have to share with you about what's changing here in Red Rock on the island. But we should return to the town.
Is Shar in the town now?
This island is her sanctuary, yes. But she kind of looks to you, Shriela. Where's Van?
Mother took her from me.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have protected her. I didn't know that she was in danger.
None of us did. I think she went willingly to sacrifice.
I don't know what has happened to all of you since you left this island months ago, but I can see that time has not been kind, that you've struggled. I could see it in Van's face that there was something happening. I didn't know what it was, but I suppose we understand a little bit better now. Don't despair, Shriela. There's hope yet to come. We must return to town.
Okay. You lead the way.
So she does. She turns and shoulders her shield and starts to wander back. And you guys remember these woods, you've stumbled through them a few times. And it's quiet, you guys are missing one of your friends and your wife. What are you doing as you walk back to town? Rin is fairly quiet. She doesn't say a lot. She just respects the quiet for you guys. What do you do?
Just gonna keep an eye on Triella, make sure she's keeping a good pace and not lagging behind.
I normally would be one of the first behind Rin, but I'm definitely the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep looking back to make sure she's okay. And I'm like seeing if I have a chicken wing in case.
Just in case anyone's sad.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh, really
In
worried.
case you want to poison them to death so
It's
they
one
can't
point.
deal
Yeah,
with
I
the
can't.
grief.
They don't. Then she won't have to deal with that.
Well, how's Petunia feeling about it?
I'm pretty much had it. I'm pretty. I'm just acting the same, but I've had it with all this gods and people disappearing and dying, and I'm actually very upset. I'm very, very angry.
Okay. So you walk in silence, heading back to the coastal town of Red Rock, and you see it as you come out of the edge of the jungle, and you've gone from a very cold place back to a very warm, humid, muggy place, and it's just this instant reminder of how far away you've been. And as you approach the edge of town, you can see that it's been quite a few months since you've been here. They're building fortifications along the edge of town. And there is also, where it used to be the center of the town, there is now a shrine built to Shar. And there seems to be more people living here now. It's much busier than when you last left it. You would guess that the town population, just from walking through it, has grown at least 100 people. And you can see that the borders of the town have been extended with newer buildings trying to house these people that have come to the island. It's different, it has a different feel now. Rin leads you into town, and she comes back to Shriela, and she puts a hand on your shoulder. I know this is a very, very difficult time for you. It's so strange the way life is so malleable, the way it flows sometimes. I don't think Van is gone. I think she has something she needs to do. But I think you have something that you also need to do, because you would not believe who arrived on our shores only a few days ago.
Who?
Come with me. And she looks at the two of you, Petunia and Alex, and she's like, you are free to come as well, but it's someone that Shriela must see.
I'm going where Shriela's going.
Very well. So she leads you. Do you remember the building where Van's ex-wife was, Helen Locke, the central town building? It's a 2-story building, and she opens the door and calls into Helen, and Helen's sitting there, and she stands up and she sees you, and she has a big smile on her face. Oh, well, she doesn't know who you are, but the two of you, she's like, oh my goodness, and she comes over and she embraces both of you, and she's got this big smile as she gives you a warm hug. So it is so good to see you. It has been so long and things have changed so much. She looks to Rin, and Rin's like, where is she? And Helen just gives a knowing nod. She's at the inn. I believe she's there with a companion. And she looks to you, she's like, I know that look. I'm sorry. But don't give up hope. And she looks to Rin, please take her there right away. She needs this. So Rin does. She just puts her arm around you. I'm sorry, I thought she was here. And she takes you over towards the inn and just pushes open the door and scans the room. And she points to the far corner, and you can make a perception check as you walk into the inn at Red Rock.
I'm very dazed. I have a 12.
Okay. You do a quick scan, and all these emotions are rushing over. You don't know what she's talking about, and you look in the corner. But the first thing that draws your eye is someone a type of person that you haven't seen for probably ever, if maybe at all in your life. You see a drow woman sitting in the corner she's facing you, but there's a woman with her back facing you. And as you start to scan your eyes over her, you recognize her instantly. It's your grandmother, Sela. And she's sitting there, and she's having a conversation with this drow woman, and she doesn't know that you're even in the room. The inn is busy and full of people, and she's completely oblivious to you.
Oh. Grandma?
So you see her head above the din of everything, turns around. Oh my gods, and she stands up, and you guys know who she is. This is what she looks like. She stands, and you see a young elven woman. You see her call out to Sela, come on in. This is our new player and our new character, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To Cernia! She's back!
I think I have enough room.
We'll find out.
So, just a little break in the mute. Welcome, Jackie.
Welcome!
If you don't know Jackie, she was actually part of our side adventures. You also introduced yourself. You are a Vancouver-based.
I'm an animator in town here, working on Peabody and Sherman. I just got Twitter.
She's so lucky. She's
like, I don't know how to use it.
So that's been much better for her.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
It's
tweet
like,
the heck out of her.
yeah. Her just messaged me to see what my Twitter
Yeah,
username
your handle. Yeah, you've got
Handle.
you've got 4 followers right now. I'm the 4th one.
What is your handle?
Everyone in chat is dying to know.
Let me.
Next step is knowing your
I
handle.
know that it's. I think it's Jacqueline Barnes at Javelise.
Okay, that's your name. We'll find out your
Yeah.
handle. She's obviously very, very fucking new at this. Okay,
That's
I
what
can
it says
find
in
it.
my emails.
So it's at JAVELLISE. That is her Twitter. So if someone wants to type that in, at JAVELLISE.
Thank you for the new follow position 666.
Awesome.
Clothing chat.
All right. Okay. Let's get back to the story
Yeah, people can send me messages about how to use fucking Twitter.
here. Save her. All right. So she rises to her feet, overjoyed, and she runs straight over to you and embraces you. And she's trembling. She's so excited. She's like, I can't believe I'm seeing you again. And she just kind of pushes back. Look at you! Oh my God! Look at you! And she starts crying too. She's overjoyed and just, you would not believe the journey that I've been on to find you. And she looks over and she motions to the woman, and the people that I'm hanging out with, you wouldn't believe. It's unbelievable.
Grandma, you're always wild, though.
Well, I'd had enough. I told your father he could stuff it, and I left. I came looking for you, and I found you.
Oh, but Grandma, that'd been so dangerous for you.
Well, I can take care of myself. It's been a little bit of a journey, yeah, that's true, but I managed. Here I am. Who are these people? And she points to everyone around you. She's like, I know Rin, and Helen is also there. I know Helen. They've been very hospitable to me and my companion, Cernia. Please, I'll introduce you. Your friends, though. What are your names?
I'm Petunia.
Nice to meet you. I am Sela, Farcloud.
Your grandma?
Yes, I guess I am Grandma.
So I start hugging her legs.
Alright.
I'm Alex Martin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I sense there's a sadness that perhaps we can talk about later, but please come and sit down. You have to meet the woman that has brought me here and protected me this entire way. She's amazing, and she pushes through the crowd, and she's like, every time she kind of nudges someone, and they're like, hey, and she's like, my granddaughter. My granddaughter. And you get to the corner, and you see the woman, this crazy old coot that you've been traveling with, Sela, has brought over a crew of people, and she's like, we did it! We found her! I can't believe it! Cernia, this is my granddaughter, Shriela, and her companions, Petunia and Alex. And she goes and introduces you to all of them.
I recognize Shriela immediately.
You've seen her image before.
Yeah.
She sits down and she pulls you right next to her. So it's, you're across from. She's like, please, come and sit down. All of you, join us. And even Rin, who's in her massive arm, she kind of slides in. So you guys all pile into this corner booth, and she looks at you, just these proud eyes, and she's, where have you been? What your stories? I can't even imagine.
I don't even know where to begin. Well, I first met Petunia because we were following the kindred spirits. Because when I ran away, I kind of got into trouble with that. So.
I mean, your dad was right about that.
Yeah.
We all knew that was going to happen.
So I tried joining the kindred spirits so that I could kind of correct that and find some sort of guidance, and that's where I met Petunia. And so we were on our journey to become mavens. Unfortunately, it wasn't exactly what we thought it would be. It had been taken over by creepy gods.
I see.
There was lycanthropy. They were using it as a vessel for their mission. I'm so overjoyed. Well, what came next between you?
Slug monster killed it. We've had to kill a lot
A
of.
slug monster.
Yeah.
God, it was so huge.
An 8-band, but then we got her out, and then we had many adventures.
I'm sorry, who?
Man. Oh.
I really wish you got to meet her.
What happened?
We don't know exactly. She's gone. She's my wife.
I'm so sorry.
I think you really would have loved her.
I know I would have liked her. Don't give up hope.
We're gonna look for her.
Yes.
Yeah. She found you.
And it's been quite a journey. Cernia can attest to that.
Yeah, it's been a long voyage to get to you.
We met on this crazy island in the Moon Sea. I don't really remember how I got there, but it's a very crazy story. I was traveling with a woman, and I can't even. Her name is.
She turned out to be that fiend.
Yes. She betrayed you, and
yeah, she did the same to us. A group of friends and I. She tricked us onto this island where your grandmother just happened to be.
yeah, she said she would help me look for you, and it all seemed too good to be true. But I don't remember anything about what happened. I just remember being on that island, and well, we managed to get off.
Who was this horrible person that tricked you?
I don't remember her name. We believe it might have been the same person that tricked you.
Yeah, I think so. Some sort of shapeshifter of some.
Yes.
Were they furry? Do they have lycanthropy?
No.
I was not there.
What kind of
Maybe you
shapes?
can tell them, Cernia.
Well, she appeared as a companion of mine. We completed a task for a merchant in this town, and I believed her to be a friend of ours. And then she drugged me and our companions, and we woke up on this crazy island, and we had no idea how we got there, and we couldn't leave anytime we tried to leave, it would draw us back for some reason. And then she lured us to this cavern underground and turned into this horrible fiend. Before that, she was really cool. She was like this really awesome little gnome woman that was like really powerful wizard, and I don't know, thought she was a friend and betrayed us all, and we were trapped by this enormous pit fiend monster.
What did this lady look like when she wasn't looking like your friend?
She was purple and had horns and a nose ring. These marks on her cheeks. She was really pretty for a psycho, but
Yeah, you're right. We do know her.
you guys know her.
Yeah, that's my mother-in-law.
I thought you were talking about Van, but then
No,
The
but
marks.
you...
I was like, what is she doing? What the heck has she been doing?
No.
She's been gone
No.
10 minutes.
She looks, you know, Van does look like her mom.
She
She does,
That's-
except her horn. Were these horns quite large?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
were
can't remember how big they were, or if one was broken.
very,
or-
very noticeable.
Okay. Yeah.
Van's my wife, and that's her mother. She's a half tiefling, so they look similar, but
when this big pit demon came up, she gave a visual clue, harp in the air. I believe it was a harp,
no, that's right. That sounds right.
sounds.
and I believe she was looking for her daughter.
I think we might have some coincidences. I think.
Maybe that's where Van left.
Give this a sniff. And I give you the feather, and like, does that smell familiar?
You can make a perception check on that.
Yeah, shiny new dice.
Oh, brand new dice? Alright, I hope. Don't
Yeah.
speak of the curse.
That's not even a D20.
This one.
This guy.
The big one.
Just start trying until you get it right.
That's much better.
Yeah!
And then plus perception
Mm-hmm.
is 4, so 23.
Okay. So you
some
sniff,
reason,
you
I'm
sniff
able
the
to
feather.
smell
You
things.
listen to what this little gnome says to you. You're like, sure, I'll sniff that thing that you pulled out of your bra. That
Probably
sounds.
smells more like you now.
I know.
But it has a sulfuric smell to it that when she changed, there was just a hint of it on the air that was completely overpowered when that creature arrived. But yeah, it's very familiar. It's probably connected.
So it smells like when she changed shape.
So what did she want with you guys?
She gave us as a gift to this demon in return for the information about her daughter.
You got away.
Thanks to your grandmother.
Oh, it wasn't all of it.
She's always been hungry.
Because I did have to exercise some old skills that I haven't had to in quite some time, but we made it out together.
Yes.
There were other companions with us, but they went their own way.
We had enough.
They've had enough adventure. But so
I made
yeah.
a promise that I couldn't refuse to bring to your grandmother to find you. Yeah. I can't believe we found you.
Oh,
I'm thrilled.
I suppose your prayers worked for us.
Yeah.
You were guided to this place. I'm just happy it was right. The gods sometimes just dump you off in an alley somewhere and expect you to figure it out on your own. Who knew it would actually work?
I feel like that about the gods. Wow. And thank you for taking care of her. And thank you for taking care of her. Are you like a warrior? What?
Yeah, I'm a paladin
I've never.
for Illustre.
I don't know what that is. But I've never seen anybody that looks like you.
Yeah. Kind of odd around here.
No one's ever seen anybody that looks like me either.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've only met one other gnome, and yeah.
they weren't
They
there.
didn't look like you.
She really wasn't a gnome, so
No,
there you
yeah,
go.
it says-
First gnome.
Exactly.
Sela says, I've been very worried about you. I know I encouraged you to go out on your own, and I realized after you've been gone for a month that you probably weren't coming back. And I knew the stories I told you about Cormanther that you would try to visit our homeland, but it is a very dangerous place. And I'm glad that you are far away from there. Your father was furious when you left. That changed. His heart has changed, and he has sent people all over to find you, and he's been unsuccessful as far as I know. Unless, have you met anyone sent by your father?
No, I didn't even know he cared enough.
He cares. He's desperately worried about you. I just really needed to know that you were okay. I'm not here to convince you to come home. I understand that there's a weight that all of you are carrying. I can see it in your faces. That you have important things to do. So, I can stay a while. And we can catch up and you can tell me all about them. I would love to hear. And we can spend what time we can together, but I should return home and tell your father you are okay.
It's also safer for you too. I don't want you out here. Not now.
Can you tell me what's happening? I can feel that the world is changing. Something's happening.
Yeah, and it's bigger than us. The gods are assembling.
What do you mean?
Alex, can you help me? You have a bit more expertise in this.
There's, from what we've gathered so far, there's several previously dead gods now come back and trying to work together. We don't know for what purpose, but it's definitely worrisome.
So at that, Rin actually kind of tenses up a little bit. And would you have talked to Sela anything about the vision?
Illustrate? Oh, for
well,
sure.
about
I would have been super excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she looks to you and says, seems the things that you've been seeing, they're true.
Yeah.
I think you are on the right path.
I trust my goddess.
I trust
she's
I
right.
trust my granddaughter, and I only assume that the people she travels with would have her best intentions. You might want to tell them what you know.
Oh, I know.
What is your
Well,
thought?
why you were brought here?
Well, when I met your grandmother, I was following Loth, under the impression that there was an aspect of her that was good, and this is what brought me out from the Underdark, to pursue this good path as a drow. But while I was in the pit, I had a vision from a different goddess. And she told me her name was Illustre. And I realized that this was the goddess that had been talking to me the whole time, but I had never known anything about her, and information about her is blocked in the Underdark because she's actually a good drow goddess. But she's told me that there is an evil that's come to this world, and she's sent me on this mission to rid the world of this. I'm not really sure what it is, but I think it has to do with these gods coming back, and I
So
want to help.
When you say
fix
that,
it.
Rin is noticeably uncomfortable. This giant half-orc woman. She kind of, you see, she clenches the bench, and she looks at you. want to know what has happened with Millar. And I want to know how you feel about who I follow.
I'll tell both of you. I want to speak to Shar.
It's not so simple, unfortunately.
Did you say Shar?
Yeah. She's a paladin of Shar.
Yeah, she is.
Interesting.
She's like, I don't know you, Drow. But I know these women. And anyone related to Shriela is good in my books. So I can tell all of you, but this is not the place. I need help. I wasn't there by accident. I know that I could count on you. We've only just met, but again, these two have my absolute trust. This is not the place for this conversation. It's too many ears, too many eyes. Even though this is a place of Shar, I don't know who I can trust.
Where shall we go?
We need to climb the mountain.
Okay. Will Shar be there?
Like I said, it's complicated. I can't explain things here. Please, just trust me.
We do.
Rest up. I know it's been a very difficult day for you. We have room for you here at the inn if you want to stay on our charge, of course. Rest up and we will leave the first thing in the morning. I have things I need to tend to. I'll be here at first light. She stands up and excuses herself from the table.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty tired. Need some sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna have some drinks and then I'll go to sleep. Do you want any?
I want to stay up and talk to my nana.
Okay.
You can stay too.
I can go to the bar.
Oh,
But I feel like you guys should have some time alone.
okay, but you're welcome. You know, you can have drinks with us and or
Okay.
with strangers. You know, whichever you prefer.
I don't know. But you had a lot of catching up to do. Sometimes I just like butt into conversation, so I learned that.
I
I'm
know.
getting better.
I think that's a part of being you, though. And don't tell anybody. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get some food and I'll get some drinks. I'll come back.
Okay.
Okay.
What's Alex doing?
I'm gonna head up to wherever the rooms are.
Okay, yeah, so you just check in. They have a free room for you and they give you a key. And you're just up on the second level.
Cool. Put on my secret decoder ring.
Okay. Alright, so you go into your room, you close the door.
I didn't know. That's what it was. Oh, cool. I mean, I have no idea.
You're not there? Okay, so I put it on. Zeph, are you there?
So what are we right now? It's like middle of the night. Of course I'm here.
Fuck, Zeph. Van's gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
Today, just now, like an hour ago, she just walked off into the woods and apparently, you know that dead friend of theirs?
Yes.
Yeah, the ranger?
Yeah.
She was there in the woods and reached out, and as soon as Van touched her, she was just gone.
What do you know? Anything more? Any information above
I
that?
have some suspicions. There was a large...
Well, out with them. Come
yeah,
on.
Yeah, no, I'm getting to it. There was a large feather there, and we think that it was Varel.
I suppose that would make sense.
And I don't know exactly what's going on, but Shriela's grandma's here. She says she came from the island, but her and this drow lady, they were there, and I think they had a run-in with Varel as well. They both talked about shapeshifter, demon lady, purple skin, the full shebang. It has to have been her.
Okay. All right. She's like, I'm taking this down, and you can hear like scribbling in the background. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
How's the world treating you?
That's the worst. Yeah.
Yep, that's the world for you.
Yeah, thanks for that. I mean, it's not all that bad seeing a lot of things, but there's definitely so much going on. It's completely overwhelming. And that kid, we still have him with us. Leaf. I'm not sure exactly what to do about that.
You might want to dump the kid.
I want to dump the kid. You have no idea. Like, there was this huge showdown. Millar was there, and he wanted us to fight with him, but then also Scout was there, and basically there was just going to be this like gigantic fight. There was no way that we were going to live, let alone this little kid. So what do? I'm like, oh, let's get him out of here. Let's go. Let's run. I think I got some people murdered because of this kid, and I need to get rid of it.
Well, where are you now?
I'm in an inn in Red Rock.
The Pirate Isles.
Yeah,
But you were just up in the north.
I was, and then we went through a weird shadow portal. That may not have been the best decision I've ever made either.
Shadow portal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so Shar also here.
Oh.
Maybe. I hate to say it, but she might be helpful. Definitely saved our asses.
That's very interesting. That is a far distance to Shadowwalk.
Is that what happened? I don't know.
We can't even do that.
So she's a lot stronger than last time we checked.
Yes.
Fuck.
Okay. This is all very interesting information, and I will speak to DeMarc Rasslin about what you've uncovered. If you have the time, take down as much as you can. I know you struggle, but it's important to write it down. Understood?
Try my best.
Alright. We'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourself out there.
I'll try.
Don't call me when I'm taking a dump next time.
How am I supposed to know that? Sorry.
God.
I'm just like, I'm taking the ring off.
You just hear a little fart as you pull it off.
She seems so noble.
So, what are you doing?
Noble people
Sonia?
too.
I know. I had no idea.
I'm with
please.
Sela until I'm dismissed. So
Okay.
I'm hanging out with them downstairs.
Okay,
I have
so-
tons of energy. This has like been really awesome.
Yeah.
Exuberating for me.
Yeah, you've been traveling now for
I'm like really happy.
probably a few months.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of dead ends, and so this to you felt like one. You ended up in this tiny town on this remote island.
But it felt good.
Yeah.
There's something about this island that feels good. I'm still not really sure what it is, but I'm just, and then this on top of it, I'm just like over the moon. I'm
Okay.
thrilled.
All right. So the drow is smiling as opposed to her picture, where she looks really sad.
Happy Sonia.
Yeah. So the four of you, after Alex goes off, and it's just the three of you and Sela, your grandmother, and she's always liked her wine quite a lot, and she buys everyone the drinks and the food, and you're getting a glimpse now for the first time where Shriela might come from. Her grandmother carries herself very great posture. She carries herself. She's very old. You don't know how, but she is even showing signs of age for an elf. So she's probably 100, 200 years old. And she's dressed, even though she's clearly been traveling on the road for a very long time, she's dressed to the nines, and she's got all of her jewelry on. She's a very noble woman, and she has money that it's very clear that she hasn't been out in the world for a while, because she just kind of flashes her money without really thinking about the environment around her. And so she orders the drinks, and she's already 2 cups into the wine. And she's very clearly trying to keep the conversation like a bit lighter. She'll ask questions about Van, but always in a very what would she like? tell me about her personality. Tell me like, and she's always asking a lot of like just questions that are more light spirited. But the conversation carries on for a few hours. Is there anything in particular you would like to talk with Testila about, or the three of you in general?
Oh, I forgot. Somebody gave the the woman from the sky comes down from the sky.
Her name's Sky?
Yeah, she's an intrepid person. Traveler. Yeah. So she's so strange. But she gave.
It's very frightening every time she shows up.
I keep thinking it's somebody, a new god. This was for Van, but she said to me for her next of kin. So that's you. You're the most important person to Van. So I don't know. There's a note on it.
How she knows that?
I don't know. I was confused. So was Alex. Because you were in the woods already. It talks about her music. Van was a really good musician. She was so good. I say that too.
It's true, Nana. She was incredible.
She was
What does it say?
It says, for Van. Ah, I recognize you. You're Van Tyler. I heard you play the other time at the tavern and wanted to thank you.
Take this.
Here, take this. And it's signed Manic?
Yeah, it's
Mark Ranger.
He's a ranger.
So, I mean, this just goes to show, Nana, like, Van touched people all the time without even knowing it,
Well, there you go. She's still around. Just a small taste. I'm sure we will find her and we will bring her back home. So tell me what else has been going on. Not about these crazy adventures, but tell me a bit about the Kindred Spirits. That's where the two of you met.
Yeah, I mean, what we thought was the Kindred Spirits. I think it started out genuine. I know a lot of people didn't look kindly towards it and compared it to a cult. But I think it was how you took it in. And I really believed in it. I felt like I was becoming a better person. I felt like there was some sort of direction my life was going in. I mean, I met Batu. Then I went because I was doing drugs. And I was drinking too much. And I just was partying.
No, I won't tell your dad that.
Okay, yeah, don't say that.
She was wild.
Petunia!
Wilder than me.
Petunia!
That's why I actually started hanging out with her at first, because she was cool.
I'm not
she's
cool
still cool.
now?
She's still cool.
Anyways, so that's how I met Petunia, because she's a rageaholic. Was.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
It does come helpful in battles. But the thing is that, like, she harnesses it. You have control over it.
Sometimes.
Please don't tell me that. I like to believe you're in control when we're fighting.
This is time you remember on this island?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really in control when we first were fighting the other pirates and the wizard and stuff.
What? You weren't?
Not really. Remember how I jumped up that whole tower?
Oh, but I thought that was like a new move you're trying out.
I wasn't even thinking.
Oh, it looked really heroic.
That's cool. I planned it. I did that. I planned that.
Nana, when you see Petunia in action, she's insane, right? She's pretty small, but
She is, but I can see she's got a lot of spunk.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Just don't listen to her, man. The stuff that comes out of her mouth when she's fighting.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad that she's there to protect you, and that you guys have traveled together. It's
Shirella protects us too. She's got a staff, and she's like, she just destroys people. It's cool.
oh, is that so?
No, I don't destroy.
She doesn't even hold back. She's just like, magic, and explode.
Magic.
Yeah, I've been a lot stronger I've connected with druidism, and so I've been able to harness the magic. It's been incredible.
Interesting.
I think that's pretty cool.
She turns into a tiger.
I'm a shapeshifter.
Really?
Yeah.
I rode her one time. It was cool.
No,
Amazing.
no, not. It was in battle, and it was just because she had
Whatever you want.
better leverage
Shriella?
with the battle axe.
Whatever you. You know I've always accepted you, no matter
I
what.
know. Love you so much, Nana. Oh, if Dad was here, that'd be awful. That'd just be awful.
He'll be so happy to know that you are safe. I'm excited to see him again, to tell him you should return home at some point if you ever have the time. I know that what you're doing now is very important, and you're all welcome to come. Even you, Cernia. I know it would be scary to go to our homeland, but
you have Nana and me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
she
friends with Sila.
yeah, she looks at you. She's like, I know in the past I've had not the kindest things to say about the Drow. So I just want you to know that those opinions have changed. Even in my old age, I can still have an epiphany now and again. And Cernia has proved that everyone is different no matter where they come from. And I want you to forget the things that I said. There was a lot of wounds from the war, and they were, as you know, one of our greatest enemies. But she has been the closest friend and my protector.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Hero pose.
She does that. A lot, actually.
I see.
Yeah.
Very practiced.
So, you guys continue chatting late into the night. I want you two, Shriela and Petunia, to make a perception check.
There's a little bit of a breeze.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly all the way through.
9.
I got 12.
Oh man, that was up. We're too excited.
I was rolling.
You're facing such a way that you can see the door.
Okay.
Your back is what you don't see. The door opens up, and someone walks in that it takes you a second to, like, you're like, that person's familiar.
That person's familiar. Took me a second, but I think they're familiar.
It's not Rin.
I'm like, I know you, and she's like, yes, you do.
Is it this one?
Oh, Sniggle Fritz.
Oh, it's my back, so I'm like, la 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 la.
You don't know. You don't see.
Yeah, I
but
don't
you
see.
look at her, and she pulls her hood down, and you notice who it is right away. It's Maven Bella.
Oh boy, the meat buns just hit the roof.
What? Are you eating meat buns again?
No, I wish. That the minister of religion might have just walked in the room.
What?
Maven Bella. Is Bella? No, Maven.
Yeah.
Maven Bella, yeah.
Maven Bella. Don't turn around.
Oh.
Maybe she won't recognize me.
You see she spots you.
Pulling my horns.
She looks right at you when she walks in.
Did she see us?
Yeah.
What's she doing here?
Okay, just be calm. We're just here for my grandma.
I don't know if we're safe. Can she hear me whispering?
No, she's at the door. You guys are in the far corner.
Okay.
She totally spots you, and then she goes and walks into the corner across the way in the total opposite end of the inn, sits down by herself, and orders a drink. She orders a cup of wine, and she sits there for a few minutes while the wine is served. She doesn't approach you. She goes off into the corner, and she quietly drinks her wine.
Maybe we should go get Alex. Maybe we shouldn't wait till the morning to go to the mountain.
Yeah, I don't like that she's here. Nana, don't turn around. Cernia, don't turn around. But there is a woman here, and she doesn't like us.
She turned a bunch of birds and tried to kill us.
Yes. She's here now, but I don't want to alarm you or her. She's been here a bit, right? She's just drinking. But we definitely need to have our guard up, because I don't
Okay.
like that she's here.
Very well.
Yeah,
I'm sure the both of you and Cernia will protect me.
Of course.
I mean, it's nothing more to worry about. You're sure.
Well, we barely got away from her last time. I mean, yeah, you're okay, you're safe. We're strong.
She does that a lot, doesn't she? So what do you do?
It grows on you. Alex is asleep.
I think so. She's upstairs.
I just ordered another drink.
I want to find Rin. So
She's actually getting a drink.
I'm like, is this what happens?
She does that a lot.
She's like, I'm out.
She does that.
But she comes back in time, right?
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
She
Okay.
disappears.
Okay. I love you, Nana. I just need to know that the person who's protecting you is really protecting you.
She's totes legit.
Oh, Nana.
I learned that in my travels. Apparently the kids are saying that these days.
Wow, it's very. This is new to me. This is very impressive.
kid elves are weird. So I want to go find Rin. Maybe she can tell me if Raven Velen has a bunch of friends here. Or if she just arrived now.
I mean, making our way up to our rooms is completely not suspicious. We can kind of head up as if we're
Should we go one at a time?
two at a time.
Okay.
Don't travel by yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what's going on? What's the plan?
We're just gonna sneak away.
Okay.
We're gonna head up to our rooms and we're gonna alert Alex.
I'll keep an eye on her for you.
But you're staying down here.
Yeah, yeah.
You sure?
Your
Do you even know who we're talking about?
grandma's down here. Stay with your
Yeah.
grandma.
Oh, Grandma, I thought you were gonna come up with us.
Oh, I can, yes. I was going to drink some more wine, but yes, of course. If you think it's safer, then we should all head up together.
Okay.
Well, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking you guys go up there, and then maybe this woman might approach us and ask us some questions about you,
Maybe.
and then we can use that to get more information on her.
Don't
If she
like that
approaches.
idea.
If not, then
I don't
we don't
like-
know you.
Don't eat her food.
I don't want you to be bait, Nana.
Yeah. And if she
They've
offers
had an
you,
encounter with this
Just
person
an
before.
idea.
be careful of your
If she's
wine.
dangerous, then
Sniff your wine before you drink it. She
I'm
puts
with you,
things
Sela.
in people's drinks and food, and it turns you furry.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
look.
Nana, I have lycanthropy.
Cause of her. She's bad.
Well, that's complicated.
I know, I didn't mean to tell you like this. I didn't really.
Sorry. I told you I should have just hung out at the bar. I just got
Oh,
away.
It's a thing.
Where is everyone going?
We're in a
It's
bar.
a thing, you know. I've always tried to tell you when you're out traveling and you're meeting people, to be very careful, very safe, or these things happen.
I know, but I was trying to protect people, and there was a battle, and it was a big slice across my face.
Well, you know, that's usually how it goes. But I've been in some dangerous situations, and so I'm sure there'll be a way to figure it out.
Okay.
Do you want to get it cured?
Do you know how?
Mm-hmm. Never tried.
Could this like have some odd side effects?
No? Just have you thought about fixing it?
Well, of course.
Can you?
There just is
I
no.
don't know.
There just hasn't been no way. I mean,
Okay, so you tried.
well, no one we've come
I think
across.
I'm not here.
Oh, yeah.
Your head just
We did
I believe
try
Alex said something one time.
something to
We tried.
Is it a disease?
it's a curse though.
It's a curse. Yeah. So
Okay.
there you have to have some pretty high level magic. I think we've tried.
We
Like,
tried
she's-
to curse
I can
them.
hear.
Reverse
So you're
the
just
reverse order.
waiting until you can find it.
Yeah, it's been difficult.
Has it's caused problems then?
Yeah, I think yeah.
She ate a whole boat. I mean,
Julia!
oh yeah. I'll go back to the bar again.
Ate a boat.
Yeah. It was really. She had
It's okay, I
splinters.
I always thought, like Canterbury, they ate people.
This one eats wood. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the bar.
I'm not sure how much of what she says I should believe. So
Exactly.
yeah.
She's like, Sela's like, I think I've had enough wine. I think I might turn in for the night. It's This might be a conversation best left when I haven't
Alright.
had 4 glasses of wine.
Okay.
I'm coming up and
Is that a
I'll
hint?
guard the room for you.
Yeah, why don't you take Nana up, make sure she's okay.
Alright. So
I go
she's
up there.
kind of, she does this a lot. Like, by about, like, it's now 1 in the morning. She's usually, like, 10 sheets to the wind. You haven't known a night that she hasn't gone to bed drunk. She likes wine a lot. She's old. I mean, you live that long. What else are you going to do but drink?
No, I get it. I just don't remember that. But I guess I always went to bed before Nana. Nana would always be like, good night. So I guess that's what she was doing.
Yeah. It's drunk grandma. So, you two, who have been staying here for a few days, you already have a room. Leaving the 2 of you, Maven Vela doesn't seem to... She's just there.
I need to find Bran.
How are you finding
I don't know. She said to.
she's not gonna come back here till like the first thing in the morning. First light.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the bar and talk to somebody.
Don't know what?
I don't know.
Wayden said she didn't trust anybody here.
I'm just gonna ask them if they know her.
No, who?
I want to know how long she's been in town. Maybe Bella. Maybe she just arrived.
Can I roll perception on Maven Vela?
Sure. Are you trying to, like, just see something about her, or are you
Yeah.
insighting?
Just
No,
glaring at her.
not instigating. No.
No.
I'm just trying to see if she's like looking at us, like trying to get anything
So make
from us.
make an insight check.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Inside. Okay. Oh no! I'm not
She
instigating.
gets in a plane and flies away.
Motorcycles.
What motorcycles and planes? 16.
She's definitely watching you, but you don't get a sense of, like, she's not being shifty. She's a patron of the bar, and she recognizes you. That's it.
Can I roll like I don't think insight. Yeah. On the other patrons of the bar and how they're
Oh,
regarding her.
Sure.
If they're giving her like you know, like she's someone special,
Sure.
or if they don't even
Make an insight
really,
check.
really care. And the curse continues. That's a 1.
Yeah, I was like,
So I look around and I accidentally throw my beer on someone's head.
Yeah, you don't recognize anything out of the ordinary. So it's now like 3 in the morning, and you guys were in a massive fight not even a few hours ago. You're starting to feel pretty tired. And she hasn't approached you at all. In fact, the bartender calls like last call at like 3 in the morning, and she gets up and she walks right past you up the stairs. Looks like she's staying here too.
Go get your own hotel.
There's only one bitch.
I know. Obviously, I've been drinking. I'm like, ugh.
Wow, I'm not gonna be able to sleep very well tonight.
No, we should wake up Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let her know.
I think are we sharing a room?
What? I don't know. Is that what she booked?
I don't know.
You can have your own or you can share one.
I'm gonna
Share one.
Yeah, let's share one. I'm gonna, cause you don't sleep,
Yeah.
and I kind of want to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And then we go up pretty loud.
Okay, so you
Been
guys
drinking,
trudge up the
and
stairs
we don't realize it.
loudly, and you hear a knock on your door. It's not like you probably have you gone to sleep, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like in the middle of the night now, and you can hear giggling and drunk people outside your door.
She's probably sleeping.
Oh, she's the only one with a key.
She's gonna hate us.
Okay, but not too loud. Not like a bang bang, but not too light, because she's gotta hear it.
But she's not
Better
gonna
roll.
wake up.
Scare her!
Roll whether or not I can hear them,
Okay.
or whether I'm waking up. What would I have, like, perception?
Perception, yeah.
Yeah. 14.
Yeah, you hear them. They wake you up.
But you gotta knock loud enough that you'll wake her up.
No, yeah. So it's not too light, but not too hard.
You can hear someone from down the hall. Shut up!
Okay, I'm gonna go over
You shut up.
to the door and just very quietly twist the doorknob so that they can't hear it.
Yeah.
And then just wait until they go to knock, and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
just gonna be a jerk.
Okay,
Can you
you're
do that?
gonna do it, or am I gonna do it?
We're both gonna do it.
We're both gonna do it? Okay. Okay, wait.
1, 2, 3.
Pull the door.
Ah! Do we
All right, so they fall into the room, and they've clearly been drinking all night. They've been
Alex, you're up!
Yeah. Just like shut the door behind them.
Okay.
Oh.
Shh, Alex, shh. Keep your voice down. We have to be very quiet.
Yeah, we might wake the whole building or something.
Yeah.
That's the point.
What are you doing up? Why didn't you come join us if you were up? That's so weird. Why would you just stay up in the room by yourself?
I had some reading to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not
Taking
gonna
some
lie.
notes. Now I'm gonna sleep.
We should sleep.
Yeah, you gotta sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, because Maven Bella's here.
Yeah. Basically, we could all die horribly, like just disgustingly, miserably
she was
in
there,
our sleep
and
tonight.
she was like watching,
Okay.
but like not really watching. Like watching.
So I walk
watching.
over like where my
Watching.
armor and my pack is and everything. Take my dagger and just go put it under the pillow.
The name also doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah, I'm just like whenever they're worried, I'm just gonna have some precaution here.
She's
Yeah, so sneaky.
So they don't go to sleep at all. You hear this. You're not getting very much sleep. And she's an elf, so it doesn't really matter. She can just trance and she's good.
Okay.
Are we still in her room? We like
Yes.
not leave.
You guys just talk
Basically not
and
gonna
eventually
leave.
pass out in her room.
Alright. I'm just gonna like wad up some little pieces of cloth and put them in my ears.
Okay.
During the
Alright.
time that Maven Bella was a bitch.
Yeah. Burn it.
So you didn't drink, so you wake up on time. They're passed out. They probably have only slept like an hour.
I'm like trancing.
And you wake up. She wanted to meet at sunrise outside the inn.
Okay. And
these
they're
guys-
still asleep?
They're still sleeping.
Okay. So I'm gonna go get like are you trancing or are you
I'm trancing, but like it's like a deeper trance than normal.
not a dreamy trance, but just a
But
trance.
I inebriated chant.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna shake Shriela really, really hard, like panic hard, and then go like up to Petunia's face. There's birds outside. There's so many birds outside the window.
And I just start throwing things everywhere.
Okay, you throw your blade straight out. Just kidding.
Right to your mouth.
Just kidding.
So you can hear down the hall this large cacophony. It sounds like benches are being thrown against the walls. People screaming, birds. And Sela is she always sleeps in the mornings as well. She normally trances, but she actually still just lays down and like sleeps off the booze. You also only have to trance as an elf. So the 4 hours you're feeling all right, and she comes out of her trance. You guys are around the same time. She's like, I'm gonna lay down. Grandma's not feeling good, and she goes and lays down. But you can hear the cacophony outside. Eventually, you guys leave the room. Cernia, what do you do?
I want to check it out, but I don't like leaving Sela alone ever.
Sela turns around to you. She's clearly got a headache. She looks to you. She's like, I am gonna have to make the journey back on my own.
That's true. But we've been so close this whole time, and I've spent so much time with you. It's just, I don't know.
If I'm being honest, I don't know that I trust this Rin person.
If it makes you feel more comfortable,
It
for me to
would.
go check this out
Yes.
while you're still here.
Yes, I will.
Then
I
I
will
can come
sleep,
back to you.
and Helen is here as well, and
Okay.
Helen has been very gracious, but
Yeah.
I trust Rin well enough. I just don't know what she's up to. So
Me neither. Yeah.
if you
I'll
could
go
be
check
there,
it out.
please.
Yeah, I'll come back and see you before you go.
She's like, okay. Oh, and she's like, bring up wine. Bring up one more wine for me, okay? Thank you. And she goes and lays down.
I'll go do that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she brings the wine, and she just kind of slowly sips at it, and she stands by the window.
Then I go and find these
Okay.
guys.
So you guys all meet up in the main area of the lounge area where you guys were drinking last night, and you're feeling fine. These two ladies aren't feeling great, but all four of you, Cernia is actually down there before these two are, so you're standing there with Cernia for like a few moments until they get down the stairs.
Okay.
Good morning. Did you get breakfast?
No,
Did you eat breakfast?
not usually.
Okay. Well, I'm good.
So this awkwardness hangs, and it's only broken by the two of them tumbling down the stairs.
Like, get away! Wait, no!
No, Dunya! Shh, not so loud in the morning.
So you guys are all gathered up at the bottom of the stairs, and Rin opens the door and a flood of light blasts into the main area. She's wearing her full gear, and she clearly has been up for a couple of hours. She looks calm and almost in a meditative state. She looks at the two of you, and it takes her like a second as she kind of scans, and she looks at Shriel and Patina, and she's like,
Banana.
really?
Banana.
Fair enough. It's been a difficult day for you, I understand. Are you ready? It's going to be a couple of hours, most of the day, back up the mountain. You remember what that's like.
You carry me on your back like a backpack.
That won't be happening this time.
Oh, I just was really hoping that.
I need to save my energy.
Maybe I shouldn't have had that last beer if I knew that.
Cernia, you'll be joining us.
If that's alright with you guys?
Of course. The more hands, the better.
Okay.
Well, she's like, there's packs outside. I've prepared all your provisions for you. Let's not waste daylight, shall we? And so she goes out, and there is a bunch of backpacks laid up against the side of the tavern, and she slings one over her shoulder and leads you back up into the mountain. It's pretty early and bright for you, but you're starting to get used to the light a little bit. It's not as bad as it used to be. You've been living on the surface now for a few months,
Yeah.
and it's starting to get better.
Still not fun.
It's not great. It still hurts your eyes quite a bit, but luckily you're moving into the jungle.
Yeah. Before I put my pack on, I want to see what's inside it.
Sure. Yeah. So you open up your pack. It looks like there's just kind of trail rations, but there are there is fresh servings of like meat and water, and just like traveling stuff for when you're like doing mountain climbing, rope, and that sort of thing.
Good.
Yeah. So she leads you guys out, and you walk back into the mountain or back into the jungle, up the heavy slope towards the direction it looks like she's leading you back. You have no idea where you're going. You don't either. But it looks like she's leading you up to that plateau where you encountered those basilisks. And she doesn't have much to say. She's very, very meditative and focused on getting there. And it does take you most of the day. By the time you start to see that plateau in the distance, the sun is already starting to set over the canopy of the jungle. Is there anything in particular that you are doing over the course of the day? You take a few breaks here and there to get food and to rest up, have water. But there's nothing in particular that the four of you are doing. She doesn't engage you in conversation.
I'm seeing if I can see any tracks or see if anyone else has come up this way.
Yeah, you can make a survival check. There's a witch in the woods.
So many things.
I don't know if you guys can hear the weird sounds, but there's a lot of them happening today.
So 20.
So yeah, there is tracks. It looks like this is almost a bit of a path now. It's not actually been cut out, but it's traveled frequently by people of all different shapes and sizes.
I'm gonna ask Rin the uncomfortable thing. So Rin, is Dicky still up there?
Yes, he is. The goblins still reside in the lower caves around the temple.
Is there any chance we won't run into them?
I'd say there's a good chance we will. Is that a problem?
I just prefer not to, but...
I'm sure I'd be very excited to see you. He talks about you quite a lot, actually.
I think that's why.
Oh. Is it awkward?
I don't want to talk about it.
Who's Dicky?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Dicky is was one of the goblins that has been protecting the temple site for a very long time. And his whole lineage of his people has been there for...
This is a Shar temple?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. I'm sorry, I should tell you that. As you're traveling, she tells you this. This is a... this temple, this site is where Shar fell. And her body was destroyed, and her essence went into stasis, and she's recently been awoken. The temple is where we are heading. There's been some work done. If you remember, there's the main entrance, and there's those doors that are behind that statue. I've been doing a lot of reading, and I understand how to enter into the lower section of the temple, but I'm on the final path of my training, and I must face something down there, and I don't know what it is I'm facing. Shar is still quite weak, and she's not... Her memories are broken. She believes that the essence of the one that used to be her champion is somewhere in there, and we have to free it. And that essence will be bestowed on me, and it will allow Shar to... her memories to come back, and through me. I don't fully understand everything. I don't even really know what it is that I am going to face down there, but I can't do it alone, and you were the first people I thought of.
Wow.
What could we do to help?
I don't know. Maybe your insight, your knowledge, the four of you combined, it seems you have quite the wide array of skills. And I haven't gone down there yet because I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what I might find, and I need friends at my side. And you've been there, and you have been steadfast friends to me. And you're the only ones that I could think of to be there.
Aww. I feel honored. Thank you, Rin.
It sounds like the possibility of a battle to me.
I don't think so.
No?
I
Or,
believe I believe her essence was destroyed there as well, but I believe once we enter that place, we'll know more. And Shar, she still speaks to me, but her memories are broken, and I think the answers are down there.
I'm up for it.
I want to find the answers too.
So she continues walking up, and eventually you get to the plateau as night settles in, and you see an entrance. You've been traveling up this slope for quite some time, and it plateaus out, and across this long plateau that's still kind of covered in jungle, you see there's a couple of statues of dwarves in stone, and Rin points them out. Those actually weren't statues. There was basilisks that guarded this entrance, and unfortunately they were turned to stone by their powers. And you just kind of walk past them into this entrance that leads into this high-ceilinged cavern, and it gets immediately dark as you walk in. You're totally fine. This is kind of your comfort zone. Rin pulls up a torch, lights it for you, and holds it over to you, and she leads you to basically it's a high up plateau, and all of a sudden you see this large, like wide crack in the earth that goes all the way down into darkness, and even it's past your dark vision. Like it just goes down. You don't even know how deep it is. But there's a bridge that has been built across it, and it's a firm bridge. It's not a rope bridge. It's actually looks like it might be a human-made bridge that crosses down into the next level of the plateau. And you can see pretty well, actually. You see that once you get down there, there's another kind of long, craggy area that leads into cut stone. It looks like a cavern, but also it's cut into very fine stone. There's etchings all along it with all kinds of arcane symbols that you don't really quite understand. And Rin just continues to lead you down across this bridge, down the corridor. And as you step into the corridor, she mutters something in... none of you actually understand it. No, none of you understand what she says. She mutters something, and you see kind of a wisp of shadows kind of lift up from the ground and then get pushed away, kind of to the sides of both of you, kind of up along the sides of the walls, and you walk through these kind of wisping shadows. You get to the end, and this is as far as you've been, where you confronted that madman by the statue. And she walks across past the statue and pushes open the doors and reveals a short hallway with a spiral staircase leading down. And she looks back to you and she's like, I've been down these stairs before, but I've only gone halfway. There's an antechamber where I found many books, and I've learned a lot since you've been gone. But the stairs descend further, and I have not gone down there. Will you come with me?
Should I down there?
I can't. Yes and no. She's all around this place, but until I am made her champion, she can't be whole. She can only express her powers in small bursts. It used up a lot of her power to bring you here.
I'm a huge fan of books. Do we pass the library?
Yeah, can we? We should go down
I'm
there.
like super stoked on the books.
Yes,
Same.
it's about 30 feet down, and the antechamber is there, and there is a very large library. Many of the books were burned, but there were some tomes that remained that have stayed the test of time. Thankfully.
Maybe after we're done, if there's one that I could borrow, that would be really awesome.
Of course, if you help me, I'm sure anything.
Cool.
So she starts to descend the stairs.
Is there any way we can speak to her before,
To who?
to Shar, before you take this journey? Or
She's
she
been quiet since I brought you back.
Did you have a connection, like a link with her?
With Shar?
beforehand? Yeah.
Yes, she knew where you were.
Okay.
Or not you. Shriela and Petunia and Alex and Van. She knew where they were, and that is why I was able to jump to them. But since I've come back,
Is this silence your concern then, or?
it is a minor concern because when she uses her powers, she goes quiet for a time. I'm used to that now, but
Okay.
having her former champion awakened and her essence brought back, it will be. I guess it'll fill the holes if that makes the most sense. There's gaps in her power, and I think that a lot of the secrets are held by her former champion, who died alongside her down in the temple.
Do you know why she was killed, or what happened?
She's just says she was misunderstood.
Can I make a knowledge religion?
Yeah.
Whether or not that's
Sure.
Or
Go
like
for it.
if there's anything I know that she doesn't actually know.
Yeah.
I don't know. 10.
Oh, can I make one too?
Yeah. What did you get?
10.
10?
Go to religion.
So then just add your religion to
10
it.
plus. Whoops. Religion. 13.
The knowledge of Shar has kind of disappeared with time, but she was in the history books. She was written to be a villain. That her followers turned maniacal and started unleashing chaos on the world, and she reveled in the chaos. And that the darkness was overtaking the light was something that, in recorded history, was something that she found absolute joy in. So this thing of her being misunderstood is a possibility, of course.
Yeah.
History is written by the victors, but
Yeah.
who knows?
And I understand all about that.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
maybe.
So she continues to walk down the spiral staircase, and when she gets about 10 feet from the bottom, you can kind of see a dim light kind of cast up the stairs as you walk down. She stops and takes a deep breath. She looks up to back over her shoulder to you. Thank you for being here. This is it.
Wait,
Yes?
I think she will commune with us before you do this. She wants you to do this, so why would
This was her last instruction, was to bring you here to help me.
Oh, I don't
Petunia?
know.
All of you. Sure.
that particular item. That's a 1.
She's super cool.
Just like,
I'm gonna make an insight roll.
Yeah.
just like daydream about
Girl,
girl.
baby.
I don't think
Yeah.
Let's
we're all
put this
great.
on top.
Wow. 11.
5. What? She's great. I love her.
10.
You got 11.
Seems alright.
I mean, I talked with her. She actually possessed me for a while. She was pretty cool.
She seemed okay. Well,
Yeah, I liked her. She was very motherly.
Yeah.
That's up for debate. So she steps in, and she steps away from the stairs, kind of disappearing into a chamber. Do you follow? You can't see, like she just kind of ducks out.
Yes. I want to see, sure.
As you, Petunia just goes, and as you start to step down, it opens up into a vast chamber. The ceiling it probably touches where the other floor is, where the library is. It's very, very high. It's 30, 40 feet up. And it goes on all around you. A lot of the walls have caved in over time. It's like they've just kind of collapsed in, and the natural caverns have taken over the past several hundred years. And it's all a self-contained open area. You can see that there's pillars that have collapsed with time, and parts of the ceiling have come in. There's rubble everywhere. And Rin steps forward a few feet, and she's looking around, and she looks back at you. She looks a little bit confused, and she's waiting for all of you to follow her.
Yeah, I try to grab Petunia, but she's too quick, so I.
Okay? You guys as well?
Yeah.
Alright. So the four of you walk in, and when you walk in about 20 feet away from the stairs, you get this like sense that there's a very strong power here, but the place is completely dark. Other than your torchlights, it's quiet, it's crackling. That's all you can really hear. You guys can all make a perception check.
16.
19.
19.
12.
Okay, just a second. There's a weird feeling of air moving, but your clothes are not rustling. There is something moving in this place that it feels like you're being pushed and pulled in different directions, but there's no actual force being expelled anywhere. That it is dead quiet, except for the sound of this wind slowly rising up. If you got 18 or higher, you see about 30 feet in front of you a shadowy swirl start to form in the ground. Did anyone get higher than 18? 18 or higher?
Yeah, we both got
You guys both see a shadowy swirl. Let's see if Ren notices. She doesn't. She's looking around and she's like, "What do you think? What's happening here?" And it starts to swirl about 30 feet ahead of you, and it's starting to widen out into about a 30-foot circle.
I would stay away from the swirl. I've been in a dungeon like this before.
What?
Swirl where?
There's a swirl.
You guys can make new perception checks with advantage. If you failed, you already got it, Jackie.
Oh, okay. Good.
21.
Let's see how you can. Oh, I got 17 more times.
Okay. So you do start to see it now that it's getting larger. You do see it as well. It's starting to swirl around, and you can hear a coming from the shadows, and a almost serpentine head rise up like a shadow out of the shadows itself, and it starts to lift up. And we are going to take a quick 10-minute break.